Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Shane Desai, and in today's video we are going to talk about one of the play named Tughlaq, which is written by Girish Karnad, and this is one of the most famous play of Girish Karnad and also a very significant play in Indian English literature. So before directly going to the play, we will see little bit about Girish Karnad and his life. So Girish Karnad, a well-known actor, author, film director, playwright, was born on 19th May in 1938 in Madurai, Bombay. His plays and films are largely written in Kannada language. But the strange thing is that the initial schooling of Kannada was being done in Marathi language, and Kannada language is also not his mother tongue. Instead, it is his adopted language. So initially, while writing the plays and films in Kannada language, Girish Karnad faced many difficulties as he was very weak in the language. But he continued to write in the same language and later on gave some of the amazing and adorable work to the field of literature written in Kannada language. Girish Karnad from his childhood itself was very much interested in plays and dramas, and the reason is that he got an exposure of traveling theatres or the Nataka Mandalis, as his parents were very much interested in it. And now if we talk about the career or higher education of Girish Karnad, then Girish Karnad earned his bachelor's degree, BA, Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and Statistics from Karnataka Arts College. So after completing his graduation, he promptly went to England, where he studied philosophy, politics and economics in Lincoln and Magdalen colleges of Oxford University and earned his master's degree over there. So after returning from England, he also worked for Oxford University Press, Chennai for 7 years. But later on, he resigned from his job and started full-time writing. Not only this, but Girish Karnad also served as an visiting faculty or visiting lecturer to the University of Chicago, USA. And almost all the plays and films Girish Karnad had written have been today translated into English and many other Indian languages. If we talk about his major works or his notable works, then we can some of his famous works are Hayavadan, Nagamandala, Tale, Dante, Yayati, and of course Tughlaq. This play Tughlaq was been first written in Kannada language in 1964, and later on it was been translated into English language in 1965, and it was been first performed in Sri Bhulabhai Theatre of Bombay. And this play in total has 13 scenes. This play Tughlaq is a political allegory, and the plot of this play revolves around a mad king named Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who is also known as the illiterate, the educated illiterate. Muhammad bin Tughlaq took a series of wrong decisions which led him towards his death or doom, and his kingdom towards chaos, destruction and end. And this play also shows the rise of political power and also the crash of the system at the same time. The king Tughlaq was one of the most intelligent and most idealistic king, but a complete and total failure at the same time. Girish Karnad through this play has also tried to portray or compare the Tughlaqian era with the Nehruvian era, where this king Muhammad Tughlaq was unable to rule properly because his over idealistic nature or over ambitious nature. In the same manner, the people of India in 1916 during the rule of Nehru were led towards disillusionment, and after partition there was complete chaos, total destruction in our country. So Girish Karnad has allegorically compared this play Tughlaq with Nehruvian era and portrayed both the similarities. Now let us see some of the major characters of this play. The first character, of course, is the king Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who is also known as the Mad King, who is also known as the educated illiterate, and he is the protagonist of this play, and the whole plot of this play revolves around him. Muhammad Tughlaq took some series of wrong decisions, right? He took 3 decisions which led him towards his death, and his reign came to an end. After Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the second character is his stepmother. Now his stepmother does not has any major role, but still the stepmother has a prominent role in the play. In the end, in the ending acts of this play, Muhammad Tughlaq gives a death penalty to his stepmother. After stepmother, the other characters are Aziz and Azam. Now, this Aziz and Azam are two robbers. If we have to scale them both, then Aziz, we can tell Aziz is a robber who robs or do wrong cause on a larger scale, and Azam is a robber on a smaller scale, right? Both are thieves and they used to cheat people, and Aziz in the beginning act itself cheats the king himself. The next character in the list is Sheikh Imam Uddin. Now, Sheikh Imam Uddin is a religious person. We can also say that he is a Maulvi. But later on in the play, Muhammad Tughlaq very skillfully planning an evil plot kills Sheikh Imam Uddin. And Sheikh Imam Uddin is the one who is against this king, Muhammad Tughlaq. And the reason is that Sheikh Imam Uddin believes that Muhammad Tughlaq is very much un-Islamic through his deeds. The next character is Ain-ul-Mulk. Now, Ain-ul-Mulk is a enemy king who is going to attack on the kingdom of Tughlaq. And Tughlaq doesn't want to fight with Ain-ul-Mulk because Ain-ul-Mulk has a very larger army. And if Tughlaq would fight with this king, then definitely he is going to lose. For that reason, Tughlaq does not want to fight to this king Ain-ul-Mulk, who is an enemy king. The other character in the play is Najib. Now, Najib is a politician and a very close companion to King Tughlaq, and Najib also gives advice and also plans many political strategies for this King Tughlaq. After Najib, the other character is Barani. Barani is a well-wisher of Tughlaq, and he also advised Tughlaq in a right manner, in a right cause, but Tughlaq doesn't follow his advice. And Barani is also a well-wisher of King Tughlaq. And the stepmother of Tughlaq also requests Barani to take care of Tughlaq and help him with all the decisions and keep him away with his wrong decisions. But Tughlaq ultimately listens to Najib and does not listen to Barani. The next character is of Ghiyasuddin Abbasid. And now Ghiyasuddin Abbasid is a religious person, and he is going to come to the new capital of King Tughlaq, and he is going to start prayers which were earlier banned by King Tughlaq in his kingdom. But later on, this Aziz, the robber, kills him and takes this guise in the form of this Ghiyasuddin Abbasi, and once again cheats the King Tughlaq. Right, and some of the side characters are the Amirs and Ratan Singhs, who in the middle act of this play also tries to kill or plans an evil plot to kill the King Tughlaq. But later on, King Tughlaq realizes their plans, and Tughlaq kills all these Amirs, the group of Amirs and Ratan Singh. So these were the major characters of this play. So let us now see the major themes of this play Tughlaq. First theme is secularism and idealism. Now, as we know that Tughlaq was a very much secularistic king and idealistic king. And in the first act itself, we can see the secularism of Tughlaq when the character Aziz comes in the form of Brahmin guy and levels a case against King Tughlaq, claiming that the king has taken his land. And as he is a Brahmin guy, he wins the case, and Tughlaq secularism has been portrayed in the first act itself. And he is also very idealistic king, and he wants the Hinduism and the Islamic people to live in a unity. And one of the other reason that we can see he is a very secularistic king is he shifted his capital to Daulatabad, and the reason is in Daulatabad the Hindu population is larger, and due to which he wants to earn the fame and he wants to earn the trust of Hindu people. So by this incidents, we can see that the theme of idealism and secularism, which is the first theme of the play. The second theme is cruelty and madness. Now, as I told earlier also that King Tughlaq is known as the Mad King, and he was also very cruel. And not only King Tughlaq, but we can see this theme cruelty and madness with other character named Aziz. We can also compare this both character of King Tughlaq and Aziz. King Tughlaq is very cruel because he at the time of prayer kills his brother and his father, and in the same manner Aziz also kills in the fourth act a small child, right? And later on King Tughlaq portrays his cruelty when he orders the death penalty for his stepmother. He says that his stepmother should be beaten to death by stones, right? So here we can see the cruelty and madness with two characters, Aziz and Azam. The third theme is of disguise, and as I told in the first act itself, we can see the theme of disguise when Aziz comes in the form of a Brahmin guy and files a case against Tughlaq. So he comes in a disguise of Brahmin Hindu guy, and he wins the case because he came in a guise of Brahmin Hindu, right? So here we can see the theme of disguise. The theme is of religion and politics. Now we know that these two topics are totally different. Religion is totally different and politics is totally different. But Girish Karnad in this play has ironically showed both religion and politics. Tughlaq took the help of religion to plan his political strategies and to win his political strategies. As I told that during the time of prayer, during the time of namaz, Tughlaq murdered his father and brother. So he very wrongly took the benefit of religious rights in order to win his political tactics. So here ironically Girish Karnad has showed both the topics religion and politics. The last theme of the play is history parallel to contemporary times. Now as we know that this play is written on the king who used to rule in 14th century, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. But if we see or if we examine or evaluate this play, then we can find that this play is afresh. We can also compare this play with the modern political system, right? If for example if we see the modern political parties and the decisions taken by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, we can find many similarities in it. Now I'm not being any political biased person, or I'm not favoring or opposing any political party, but for sake of giving example I am saying this, that Tughlaq took two decisions. He made the copper and silver coin of equal value. So we can compare this political strategy with the demonetization act of our politicians, right? And he also imposed the tax on the land of Doab. So we can compare this act with the recent farmers bill or the agriculture act which is right now going in our country. So we can find similarity, and for this reason it is also known as contemporary play. And this is also one of the major theme, that history is parallel to contemporary times, and one of the critics says that this play never gets old. If you will see, after 5 years this play will remain the same, because the political strategies, political plannings will remain the same. So this is also one of the major theme of this play. So these were all about the themes. Now let us see about the symbolism in this play Tughlaq. So this play is mostly famous for its four symbols, and those four symbols are prayer, rose, sleep, and a game of chess. Now prayer is a religious ritual, and as we see that Muhammad Tughlaq also respected all the religious rites, religious rituals and all the religion. But in some extent we can also see that through this play Muhammad Tughlaq is also making a mockery of prayer, in the time of prayer, at the time of namaz, he kills his father and his brother, and later on he also bans prayers in his kingdom. And in the ending plays, in the ending acts, I guess in the 11th or 12th act, he also initiates prayer once again. So it seems like symbolically that Muhammad Tughlaq is making fun of prayers and religious rites through this play. Second symbolism is here the rose. Now in the beginning acts, Muhammad Tughlaq is been seen carrying a rose. Now we can compare this rose with his ideas, and in the later acts we can find that rose is withered, that rose is now going to destruct. So in the same manner that rose is withered, the kingdom of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and the ideas, plannings and strategies are also withered as the rose is withered. So we can compare this rose with the ideas, unsuccessful ideas of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The third symbolism is the sleep. Now, sleep gives a physical rest to our body. But in the last act, if we see, then Muhammad Tughlaq, when he is awake from his sleep, he is turned lunatic. He is into mental trauma. And another sleep is the forever sleep. So, due to the decisions of this Muhammad Tughlaq, the kingdom of his kingdom, the kingdom of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, is also went under forever sleep, or we can also say that the kingdom of Muhammad Tughlaq is also dead. And the last symbolism of this play is the game of chess. Now, throughout the play, we can find that instead of ruling properly on his kingdom, Muhammad bin Tughlaq is always indulged into the game of chess. The game of chess symbolically portrays the empire. We can find in the game of chess there are bishops, knights, and so on. And in the same manner, in Tughlaq's kingdom, or in any kingdom, we can find all the characters which are present in the game of chess. So game of chess is compared to the empire of Tughlaq, right? So this was the symbolism of the play. So thank you guys for watching my video. This was a short video about Tughlaq play and introduction of Girish Karnad, its symbolism, characters, and the themes. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.